What is going on, ProGuides family? My name is Nathan Ng and we're back with another awesome video for you guys. Today we'll be going over the most hated agents in Valorant. But before we get into that, we gotta do our question of the day. So here it is, what agent do you hate playing against the most in Valorant? Personally, I think Cypher can get pretty annoying, but honestly, the worst agent for me to deal with is probably Breach. If you get hit by any of his abilities, it almost means certain death, and it just feels really bad that you can't really do anything against it. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below as you do it, so you can also have the perfect opportunity to like and subscribe if you like the video. Alright, I'm done stalling so we can finally talk about the most hated agents in Valorant. Starting off our list today is the Master of Shadows himself. Omen can be a pretty frustrating agent to play against if the Omen player knows what he's doing. A properly timed paranoia can easily blind your whole entire team and leave them running around like headless chickens. Considering that paranoia also gets larger and can blind more people the further it travels, if you and your team gets hit by paranoia, there's probably a good chance that Omen is just waiting for your team to keep pushing in and paranoia was just a warning shot. Omen's movement abilities also serve to add to his hate, as I'm sure that you know the feeling of dread when you're trying to hold off a push enough for your team to rotate, but you hear the other team's Omen teleport go off and you know that he's just about to slaughter you guys in your spawn. I guess being a pain in the butt is part of Omen's design philosophy. I mean, look at that demon character design. But that doesn't make me any less sad when my team doesn't think that they'll walk in knowing that Omen is lurking right behind them. They should add a voice line to Omen that says nothing personnel, kid, when he ults, because, well, that would be awesome. And right, feel free to steal that and use it. To add insult to injury, Omen's kit also contains arguably the best smokes in the game, with the smokes being on cooldown timer instead of having to buy them every single round. They also last just as long as Brimstone smokes, and Omen can even hold up to 2 charges of them at once. So not only can Omen move around the map freely while blinding you, he's also still supporting his team by taking control of sight lines and controlling the flow of battle with his smokes. I think it's the versatility in his kit alongside the fact that Omen is a character that is designed to be a menace that solidifies Omen in our list. However, being the first up also means that we gotta top this, and coming up next, I think Jett's got this. Coming in second on our list, but definitely not in our hearts, is Jett. You know Jett, I know Jett, and I think that we all know why she's annoying and for the right reasons. I'd even argue that she's the most annoying when she's on your team because it always seems like she doesn't really do anything. Jett seems to attract the same types of players as a certain other wind-based Japanese swordsman known for being despised in Riot's other game. Seems like every time there is a Jett on your team, she'll drop 3 kills across a 20-round match. But for some reason, if the other team has a Jett, you better hold your hats because they're about to solo carry their team to a 13-0 without dying once. Jett is a very volatile character by design, with her having so many moving parts to keep track of, and a lot of Jett's skill coming from simply understanding perfectly how to use her abilities and when to use them. That's why the difference between a good Jett and an amazing Jett can be so vast, but that doesn't mean I still don't hate playing against her and getting one-tapped around every corner and her just running away. Once a skilled Jett player knows your position, it's very hard to get away from her. Jett has access to so many movement options, including her tailwind and updraft. She can quickly and easily punish those who turn their backs to her by simply getting around whatever is blocking her path and then shooting you in the back. Not to mention, she has pretty much a semi-automatic sniper built into her kit with her ultimate. Considering that Jett already has 2 movement abilities, giving her 5 knives that have no moving or jumping inaccuracy at all is a kick in the stomach while you're already on the ground. Busting into the 3rd slot on our list is his Swedish menace himself, Breach. Breach isn't traditionally annoying, instead he pisses players off by being too dang good, man. Breach has the best flashes in the game, easily blinding players for half an eternity. These flashes have to be fired through a wall though, so our pro tip of the day is not to be behind a wall while Breach is trying to flash. But seriously, the versatility that the flashes have with their placement as well as how long they can blind someone for makes them a real nuisance to begin with. Don't worry though, because if you went into a corner and you tried waiting out the flash, then you might have a pretty nasty surprise coming for you in the form of another one of Breach's abilities, Aftershock. Aftershock creates a deadly explosion on the other side of the wall after a short delay, just in case you thought that you had a second to relax and let the blind fade. Now that Breach has been stuttering you around for half the round, he might decide to hit you with the concussive blast with this fault line before finally putting you out of your misery. If he is feeling especially mean, he could even use his ultimate to send you flying backwards and concuss you for even longer. Oh, did I mention that when Breach concusses you, it also tanks your rate of fire no matter what weapon you're using? Apparently, Breach can just magically make that trigger really sticky when he concusses you because hey, there's nothing more enjoyable than just sticking there with a useless gun, no eyes, and a headache versus a Breach who is feeling pretty damn good about himself. Breach is an agent that can do it all, and he does it all pretty well. he will have an answer for just about every single trick you can throw at him, so there's really only one way to deal with him, and it's to force his abilities early on into the round. Although, an entrenched breach player will also give you just as many problems as one playing more aggressive. Once a breach player chooses a position that they want to hold, their utility gives them a lot of stalling potential, and just, once again, to flush them out, you have to use your team's utility to force Breach into using his utility. Breach may not have any insane movement tricks or ways to instantly kill enemies, bar one, but his kit allows him to play methodically and come with a solution to just about any problem that he might find himself in, and that's pretty damn annoying. If you hear a beeping in Valorant, it's most likely going to be one of two things, and you better hope it's a spike and not Raze about to do a 10-foot jump with the RPG in hand. If you think Jett is the most hated or annoying agent to play against in Valorant, chances are that you haven't really played against a good Raze before. I'm pretty sure that Raze has to be actually one of the only agents to be nerfed so heavily in the closed beta. To everyone that managed to get into the closed beta early, I'm sure that you remember when Raze had 2 cluster grenades you could just buy each round because that was fun and very interactive gameplay. Luckily, Riot dialed it back to only having 1 grenade that resets after 2 kills every single round, but I would argue that it is still too powerful. I mean, come on, Raze already has a boombot that will spot you halfway across the map and 2 C4 pouches that can be either used as a super good movement option ability or the only utility in the game that can bring down Sage's wall really fast. The words overpowered and broken are thrown around a lot these days, but Raze definitely seems to be at the very least overtuned. We still think that no agent in a tactical shooter in Valorant should have all of their abilities be able to solo kill an agent, and I think Reddit agrees with us. Raze is at the very least frustrating to play against, and at worst, well, go on YouTube and type in Raze 1v5 Ace and you'll see what I mean. If you also hate playing against Raze, then let me tell you about the coaching that we offer on our website ProGuides.com. We have Valorant coaches just waiting to help you guys learn how to deal with Raze, Jett, or any other agent that you might be struggling against. We can also teach you guys how to play them extremely well. We have the best of the best coaches, and if you want to get better at Valorant, then make sure you check out our website or at least subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content such as this. We'll be hosting exclusive community events and giveaways really soon, and you even have access to Discord specific perks like the notifications when new videos are going live and even a free Q&A session with our Valorant coaches. Join today with the link in description down below. Next up is Cypher. I don't know about you guys, but Cypher looks really whack without his hat. That's all I'm gonna say. If the name Cypher just brings flashback of trying to push onto B site on split, don't worry, I get that too. Cypher has long been known as the perfect agent to play if you're really enjoying watching people crouch around corners because of trapwires or pre-fire every single wall trying to destroy a spy camp. Cypher is a master of information and definitely seems like the type of person or robot or whatever the hell he is to get even angrier about you destroying his cool technology than getting shot in the chest. Getting caught and revealed on Cypher's tripwire as an entry fragger is gotta be the worst nightmare of all, as they get lit up like a Christmas tree for the enemy team to see, as well as, I guess, get lit up by their guns. If you somehow manage to destroy the tripwire before a fire hose of bullets comes flying at you wherever you were just standing, then you still have to deal with the cyber cage, which probably was just activated as well. To top it all off, the Cypher you're playing against probably knows all the great spy cam spots because they probably watch ProGuides or something. Hopefully y'all can see now how Cypher can be a little bit of a nuisance. When Cypher sets up on the bomb site, it's important to keep track of where his abilities are. Most of the time, Cypher players will place their trapwires very close to the entrance to a bomb site and also deploy their cyber cage on top of the tripwire. Normally, spy cam can be placed in a way so it can watch the tripwire, but far enough away so it's not immediately visible when activated. Most Cyphers use their abilities right before the round even starts to set up on a site, and you can take advantage of that. If you're playing a character with a long-lasting smoke such as Brimstone, Omen, or Viper, you can easily use one of your smokes early on into the round to easily bait one of Cypher's abilities. If you catch on to where a Cypher usually tends to place their tripwire, simply throw a smoke on it so that it covers the tripwire, then run up and destroy it by using the smoke as cover. If the Cypher player isn't the best, they might even activate their cyber cage thinking that you're about to run onto the site, and boom, you just got 2 of Cypher's really annoying abilities down within the first 15 seconds of the match. Well guys, if you were as tilted watching this video as I was talking about it, then I hope that you guys can hit that like button for us, and if you're feeling extra generous, maybe even mosey over and hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure to check out ProGuides.com for Valorant coaching, which is available right now, and guides coming soon. Stay happy and stay safe. Until the next time, my friends, I'll see you guys later.